Hello guys, thanks for tuning in here with Trading for Everyone. In today's video I'm going to be explaining to you why I use the RSI, the MACD, all the averages that I have here, the VWAP also. And well, I'm going to pull up a bigger time frame for you. I don't think Tesla is a good model since I have a lot of like messy charts or whatever. But they are good indicators. Here you can see oversold, overbought, and look, a huge profit. Here you can see overbought, oversold, and here we can see profit. But well, I'm going to be showing you perhaps on a, let's see, some stock that perhaps you'd like me to analyze. Let's just put, I don't know, AMD. AMD has been really bullish in the last few days, last few months actually. And well, what can we analyze about it? Well, first of all, I have here in the chart, in like a bigger chart, I have set up this simple moving average. That's the green here down the mouse cursor, that it appears simple moving average, and that's the green. That's the like mid to long term indicator of what price is moving up or down. Here you have the exponential moving average set on 15. That's a close. What that means is that it's really close to price and measures like short-term changes in price. Here you have the VWAP. The VWAP is set only on the daily chart, or the more like daily charts that shows you candles that are intraday. So perhaps you could go to the 1 day, 1 minute chart, and here you can see the VWAP. What's the VWAP? The VWAP is, consists of three different lines. This like violet, or perhaps pink, or whatever you'd like me to tell that color. I think it's kind of pink. Yeah, that's the middle VWAP. The middle VWAP is like the original VWAP. That's like the kind of conservative approach, and what you should take more care about. Like the middle VWAP is like the more important line of the three of the VWAP. And then the other ones are the ones that you can customize. Here, like I'm have this one set on -2 and +2. What that means is that here they are the difference between this chart and this chart. That's this red line. Is going to be bigger or shorter, bigger or smaller if you like kind of go to the settings of VWAP and change them. Then I have here the volume. Here you can see the volume, those blue lines that I have, those like overlap in the price chart. Here you can see the same exponential moving average, this light blue color, and the green one, that's the like simple moving average with the mid-term to short-term to long-term. Then down here I have the RSI. I have set it in like kind of a small amount of time, because that's what I use to check for divergences, or for quick movements on price or whatever. And it's kind of better for me to have set the indicator on 14, or some close to it. Perhaps 15 would be also good, since I have the exponential moving average, but I also like the RSI to be kind of like ahead of the price. So that's why I kind of like to put the indicators on a little bit lower. And here you have the MACD. That the MACD consists of these two lines. That one are the midterm and the other is the short term. Here you have the 12, the 26. That are the different bars that it will measure. The like the kind of MACD that it is. In this case, it's an exponential MACD. That's what most people use. I like it to be like that, because I use my moving average is exponential 2 and 1. I think that's quite all. And then, well, you have the histograms on the MACD that measures you the how apart are those two lines. So if you see here, you have like a little histogram because lines were really close. What that means is the price in short term didn't like change too much in terms of long term price. As you see, it's just kind of consolidating. Here you can see the other side is a little bit more volatile without price being too much. That's why when here we saw a big increment in price, MACD just the RSI just shoot up to being overbought. But well, how you set those indicators? It's just like easy. You just go to this button here to edit studies, and here you type right in here the ones I have or the ones you'd like. There are lots of different indicators that are really good, but remember, indicators are not all. The best thing you have to take into account is analysis, fundamental analysis, and chart or analysis of the price movements analysis. Here you have the VWAP. The VWAP is what I told you that I have. The middle VWAP, then the upper one, and the lower one. And I have set that to intraday, -2, +2. Then the moving exponential average. That's the one short term that I have on 15. Price close, yeah, place here, put just close or open, or perhaps if you like to set it on high or low, it's like kind of for more long term. I do not recommend to use the short term on high or low, because if such high or low is achieved, the price price it won't average up anymore, because it averages only the highs. If you see if I hit low, you can see that now the price is set below it. So when it's going up, it's really good indication. It's an awesome indication. But when it's going down, it's an awful indication. And if you have the moving average set to high, it will be the other way around. Here you can see that I have it set to high, and you see that here it's really good indication when it's going down, not crossing it. But then when it's going up, it's just kind of messy, because here you say, yeah, it's going up, and here you say, yeah, price is definitely going down. And no, that's not correct. And if I set the exponential moving average again to the close, you will see that here you see that price, it didn't went down a lot. That's what I like to do for the short term exponential moving average. Then you have here the simple moving average. Simple moving average is just the green one. That's on a length of 180. Some people prefer to put 200. Another friend that I know likes 150. Perhaps you could set up like a kind of a 50 to 70 moving average. That's correct. If you like to do that, just type here simple moving average. Then you add selected. Here you have it. And perhaps you would say, yeah, I like to have one like, I don't know, just like a kind of this orange or whatever that color is on 100. Sorry, it's just going to be the program doesn't let me do it. But well, just for example, if you would like to set it on 200, that's quite easy, since you just type here 200 or whatever you like, and you set the moving average. For example, here I will set now one about, I don't know, like perhaps 30, or let's just go to a 50 if you'd like. It's a bigger time from here. You just put 50, the color you like, whatever. I'm going to put it like on orange and apply. Look, now there's another line that's kind of in the middle between the green one and the orange one. Here you see it's like really smoother than the light blue. It's like kind of going down, kind of like consolidating, moving down. It's really good. But then here you have one that's kind of like more tries to attach a lot to price. And here the green one is just really smooth. Look here, price went down and the moving average was going up. Then here price went down with it and it pushed up, and the SMA line, it didn't move at all. It just stayed there. Do you reckon that? Look, here it went from this point to this point, and the exponential moving average went from there to there. The 51 went from there to there, but the green one, it just stayed same. So well, I do not like this kind of chart. I think it's really messy with more than two, well, a short term and a mid term, or a short term and a long term. That's all I would recommend you. Well, after that, this RSI, the RSI is set here on 14. That's the length, like how quickly it will react, and 17 and 30, that's whatever you like. It doesn't matter. That it's just this yellow lines. Some people prefer to put like 50 and use like if it's below or above the 59 or whatever you like it to use, but that's not important. And the MACD, it's the fast, length, and short and slow, and then the MACD, that's the two lines and the histogram. And the type, that's I like to use it on exponential, but if you like weight, it's really good. Simple is more like in the long term. I do not really like it, but well. And then here on this setting tab, you can go to, just let me check if it's on equities. Yeah, here volume subgraph, and here on general, you, well, with that volume subgraph, you put it, yeah, just overlap it. So this like you have to tick this overlap volume, and I look here, it went down, different chart, and here it's on the same as here on the same chart. I prefer it to be on the same chart, since if it's on the same chart, price is really bigger for me to analyze, and it doesn't really bother me to have volume the same as the price chart. So well, that's quite all. And then what I have to tell you is that, well, here I have the active trader chart. That's the level 2 that kind of shows the Thinkorswim platform of TD Ameritrade. Here the common level 2, and the news chart, some quick charts and news about the chart that the one that I have selected here, or in the orange tab. I really use that when I'm trading UGAS and DGAS to have here natural gas, and my watch list. That's quite all about my setup. And well, that's all about the indicators. That's all about setups. I think that's all for today's video. Remember that all indicators change on time frame that we are in. So if we are in a 4 hour, you'll say, yeah, but here the short term was moving a lot more than now. Yeah, that's correct, because now it's set on 14, at 14 candles on this time frame. So 14 candles of 4 hours. In the 1 day 1 minute is 14 minutes, because it's just 14 candles that it analyzes. But well, it's good to have some indicators, not a lot, and it's good to have those indicators in different time frames, not a lot. Again, if you overthink your trades, you are not going to make any trade, because I don't know, for this price to go up here, you could analyze it on whatever time frame you like, and you wouldn't have make that assumption. That's just not what you'd make. You wouldn't have think, yeah, but price from here it will go here. Yeah, that's, you could argue that because you say, yeah, that's on really low chart, kind of showing strengths, divergence. Perhaps price will go up to this point, but you wouldn't have predicted a 50% growth in a short amount of time. Here earnings, remember not to hold during earnings. Here we have like the estimate was 1.9, the actual was 1.8, and price went down 5% with a stock that was growing hugely. So just not good at all. It doesn't make us good to trade at earnings report. Here we have another estimate of 0.09 with an actual of that was worst, and we see here there's another 10% price movement. And look, you could have a holding on any one of these and you would have profited, but remember, it's just riskier to trade on earnings day. Well, thanks for watching my video. Please like the video down below, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell to be updated of every video that I post. And well, thanks for watching me. I'm out.